I remember where the picture used to hang, a rectangle of dust where your laughter rang. There's a nail sticking out like a jagged little thorn, and a scratch on the floor where the rug's been torn. I used to hate the color of this living room paint, but now that you're gone, even the color feels faint. I'm walking through the floorboards of a life we outgrew. Everything is gone, especially you. Now it's just bare walls and a hollow sound, watching all the ghosts as they wander around. No more frames to hold the light, no more shadows in the middle of the night. I thought the space would set me free, but these bare walls are closing in on me. The bedroom is a cavern where the cold wind sleeps. Every promise we made is a debt the silence keeps. I can see the faded spot where you leaned your head. Now I'm sleeping on the floor 'cause I can't face the bed. It's funny how a home can turn back into a house when the love leaves the room and the fire goes out. Strip away the memories, peel back the years, wash away the salt from 1,000 different tears. I could paint it white, I could paint it blue, but I'd still see the shape of the ghost of you. A house is just a box made of wood and stone. When the person who made it a home leaves you alone. Yeah, it's just bare walls and a hollow sound, watching all the ghosts as they wander around. No more frames to hold the light, no more shadows in the middle of the night. I thought the space would set me free, but these bare walls are closing in on me. Nothing left to see, nothing left to hold, just the plaster and the laugh and the stories never told. Bare walls in a house that's growing cool. I haven't moved the magazines since the day you packed your bags. The coffee rings are drying into little paper flags. I used to be so frantic, trying to keep the hallway clean, but now I'm just a witness to the parts of us unseen. The sunlight hits the floorboards in a long and lonely line, showing me the particles of everything that once was mine. It's the quietest of blizzards, falling slow without a sound, covering the traces of the life we used to lounge around. And the dust muscle, afraid to even breathe. 'Cause if I stir the air, I might never let you leave. So I'm watching as the dust settles over you and me. I saw my own reflection on the TV's darkened screen. Written in the grime is every word we didn't mean. I started to reach out to wipe the window pane away, but I couldn't bear to see the world look bright and clear today. There's a comfort in the blurring, in the way the edges fade, in the soft and heavy blanket that the passing time has made. They say the time is healing, that it washes us all clean, but it's just a slow accumulation of the might have been. It's burying the anger, it's burying the spark, until we're just two statues standing lonely in the afraid to even breathe. 'Cause if I stir the air, I might never let you leave. So I'm watching as the dust settles over you and me. Everything is still now, everything is gray. I'm just waiting for the wind to blow the rest of us away. Let the dust settle, let it stay. Don't wake the ghost today. I still set the table for two out of habit. Then I catch my breath when I see the empty chair. I bought your favorite coffee, I forgot I shouldn't have it. Now the kitchen smells like memories of a ghost who isn't there. I keep the hallway light on, like you're coming home late, but the silence in the driveway is a weight I can't translate. I'm calling out your name into the dark, waiting for the beat of a second heart. But it's just an echo only, ringing in the hall, just a hollow shadow dancing on the wall. I reach for your hand, but I'm grasping at the air. I become. I found your old sweatshirt in the bottom of the drawer. It still holds the scent of the way we used to be. I closed my eyes and whispered, stay across the floor. But the floorboards only creaked in sympathy. Every I love you I ever gave away is bouncing off the ceiling in a shade of lonely gray. They say that time is a healer, but time is just a room where the walls are getting closer in this monochromatic gloom. If I stop talking, does that mean you're finally gone? Or am I just the melody while you were always the song? I'm tired of the ricochet. I'm tired of the sound of my own heart breaking when there's no one else around. Yeah, it's an echo only, ringing in the hall, just a hollow shadow dancing on the wall. I reach for your hand, but I'm grasping at the air. I'm screaming that I love you, but there's no one left to care. It's a lonely conversation when the answer never comes, just an echo of the person I become. Echo only, I'm still here, but the walls don't say it back. No, the walls don't say it back. Just an echo only. I watch your taillights vanish like two dying sparks of red into the kind of silence that stays inside your head. The driveway's got a hollow ring where your tires used to press, and the porch lights hidden nothing but a world of emptiness. I'm standing in the doorway with a hand still on the wood, waiting for the never to be misunderstood. The clock on the wall is a hammer on a nail, watching my reflection turn a ghostly shade of pale. 'Cause I'm the one who's left behind in the dust of your goodbye, in the house where all highways went to wither up and die. You got the open highway and the wind against your face, and I got every shadow that you left around this place. You're moving toward a future, you're chasing something new, but I'm just the wreckage, the part you didn't take with you. I walked into the kitchen and I saw your favorite mug beside a pile of mail that I'm too tired to even tug. You the crushing piece of fate. It's easy to be brave when you're the one who gets to run. It's hard to be in the target when the damage has been done. Is the air a little lighter where you are? Did you wash away the grease and the grease stains of my heart? I'm stuck in the remember while you're in the starting, or I'm just the static noise behind a closing heavy the part you didn't take with you, left behind, like a book you'll never finish, like a fire you let diminish. The seat is empty, the bed is wide, and there's nowhere left for me to hide. I'm just the part you left behind. I pulled into the driveway and I let the engine run, watching shadows stretch and swallow up the setting sun. The porch lights burning yellow, but the windows are all black. A hollow invitation for a soul that won't be back. I still check the rearview mirror like I'll see you in the seat, but it's just the ghost of us retreating down the street. The key turns in the deadbolt with a heavy rusted click, and the lack of your hello is what makes the air feel thick. 'Cause there's no one home, even when I'm standing here, just a shell of a man in a house full of fear. I'm talking to the curtains, I'm screaming at the stone, but you can't fill a palace when you're living in it alone. The mail is on the counter and the water's in the chrome, but the heart has moved away, and there's no one home. I walked into the kitchen just to hear the fridge's hum, the only conversation that I've had since I've been numb. I saw your favorite sweater hanging lonely on the hook, and I couldn't find the courage to give it one more look. It's funny how for I could try to drown the silence with a bottle of the gin, but you took the home and left the house behind for me to keep a museum of fever while the world is fast asleep. You can't fill a palace when you're living it alone. The mail is on the counter and the water's in the chrome, but the heart has moved away, and there's no one home. I'm just a tenant in a room of used to be, waiting for a miracle to come and set me free. The lights are on, the door is locked, but there's no one home. No, there's no one home. Just me. I used to find it frantic, the way you'd rush out through the door, the keys jangling like music, your boots heavy on the floor. The house was full of static, of the humming of your life, a beautiful collision of the husband and the wife. But now the air is leveled and the pressure's dropped so low. I'm living in the aftermath of where you had to go. I stand here in the center of the place we used to meet, and all I hear is my own blood and my own heart's steady beat. In this quiet hall, the silence is a scream. The loudest part of waking from a broken-hearted dream. I'm listening for a footstep, for a whisper, for a sigh, but the walls are only holding up the ghost of our goodbye. It's a long and narrow canyon where the light refused to stay. In this quiet hall, since you walked the other way. There's a coat hook on the left side that's been empty for a week. It looks like a question that I'm too afraid to speak. I remember how we'd linger here, just talking by the glass, watching seasons change their colors, watching all the neighbors pass. Now corridor and keep my head down low, because the emptiness is wider than the person that I know. Is it quiet where you're sleeping? Is it peaceful where you are? Did you take the noise of us and put it in a jar? Because I'm drowning in the stillness, I'm suffocating slow in the vacuum of the hallway, where the love used to for a whisper, for a sigh, but the walls are only holding up the ghosts of our goodbye. It's a long and narrow canyon where the light refused to stay in this quiet hole since you walked the other way. Did you hear that? No, it's just the settling of the wood. It's just the ghost of always doing what it said it would. Just a quiet home, a quiet life, a quiet end. I used to complain about the way you pace the hall, the rhythmic thud of footsteps echoing off every wall, the way the third board from the kitchen always had a squeak, a noisy kind of comfort that I didn't have to seek. But you packed up every suitcase and you took your heavy stride and left me in a vacuum with nowhere left to hide. I'm walking on my tiptoes like I'm moving through a grave, trying to find the resonance of a love I couldn't save. Now it's a silent floor, it's a silent house. I'm as quiet as a ghost, I'm as lonely as a mouse. I'm waiting for a creak, I'm praying for a sound to tell me that your gravity is still somewhere around. But the wood doesn't grow and the shadows don't shift. I'm just a piece of debris to in motion drift on this silent floor. I dropped a glass this morning and it shattered by the sink. The loudest thing that's happened here in weeks, I'd like to think. But the ring of broken crystal died away so fast, like it was embarrassed to be breaking up the past. I left the shards right where they fell, a sparkling little mess, because cleaning up would mean I'm feeling one more memory less. They say that silence is a virtue, they say that it is gold, but they never told me silence was so bitter and so cold. I trade 1,000 sunsets for the slamming of a door, for the friction of your presence on this polished hardwood floor. Yeah, it's a silent floor, it's a silent house. I'm as quiet as a ghost, I'm as lonely as a mouse. I'm waiting for a creak, I'm praying for a sound to tell me that your gravity is still somewhere around. But the wood doesn't groan and the shadows don't shift. I'm just a piece of debris in a slow motion drift on this silent floor. Listen, can you hear the nothing? It's the loudest thing I've ever known. I'm standing in the hallway, standing all alone. No more footsteps, no more you, just the silent floor and the view. I'm sitting by the fireplace, I've got the embers roaring high, watching orange ribbons dance against a charcoal sky. I've piled on the blankets and I've locked the winter out, but there's a winter in this kitchen that I can't do a thing about. I'm holding on to coffee like a lifeline in my palms, but it doesn't feel the same as being wrapped up in your arms. The thermostat is climbing, it says 80 on the dial, but I haven't felt a flicker of a fever in a while. 'Cause it's still cold in the spaces you used to fill, and the air where you kissed me is freezing and still. I can burn every letter, I can light up the room, but I can't shake the frost of this sudden June gloom. No matter how many logs I throw on the fire, the hearth of my heart is a frozen out wire. Yeah, I'm shivering tonight, and it's still cold. but the memories of last April are buried under snow. I see your breath and evidence that rattles at the pane, calling out a warning or just whispering your name. They say the time is sunshine and it melts away the ache, but the ice inside my marrow is a weight I cannot break. It's a different kind of winter when the sun is shining down, but you're the only warmth that ever mattered in this town. I'm a polar explorer in a house we used to share, searching for a spark that isn't there anymore. No, it isn't there. Cause it's still cold in the spaces you used to fill, and the air where you kissed me is freezing and still. I can burn every letter, I can light up the room, but I can't shake the frost of this sudden June gloom. No matter how many logs I threw on the fire, the hearth of my heart is a frozen out wire. Yeah, I'm shivering tonight, and it's still cold. Turn the heater up, it doesn't reach the bone. Funny how it gets this chilly when you're finally all alone, but it's still cold, still cold. I saw the sunset bleeding over 4th and Main tonight, the kind of gold that looks like heaven catching on a light. I reached into my pocket for my phone to let you know, to tell you that the world was putting on a holy show. But my thumb froze on the screen before the camera could engage. I'm holding on to stories that will never leave the page. A joke without a punchline, a secret with no ear. It's a heavy kind of quiet when you're not the one to hear. Now the best parts of my day are just unshared, the little things I saved because I thought you cared. The coffee shop, the discovery, the song upon the breeze, the way the autumn morning brings the color to the trees. It's a half-lived life in a world of black and white, because I've got no one to tell about the light. Yeah, it's all just beauty wasted in the air. Found a vintage record in that shop we used to haunt, the one you spent a year telling me was all you'd ever want. I almost bought it for you, then I remembered where I stood in a life where giving doesn't do a damn bit of good. So I left it on the shelf for someone else to find and keep, while I walked back to a silence that is getting way too deep. Is a miracle if it happens all alone? Or is it just a hollow seed that never could be sown? I'm bursting with 1,000 things I'm dying to reveal, but the emptiness beside me is the only thing that's real. Yeah, the best parts of my day are just unshored, the little things I saved because I thought you cared. The coffee shop, the snowbird, the song upon the breeze, the way the autumn morning brings the color to the trees. It's a half-lived life in a world of black and white, because I've got no one to tell about brave. It's all just beauty wasted in the air. When the us is gone and you're no longer there, it's all unshod. I had a dream about you, but I kept it. I found a reason to smile, but I let it slip. I'm a library of memories with the doors all locked up tight, just a ghost in a garden with no one to see the sight. Uncharted, it's just mine now, only mine. I'm staring at the closet, at the side where you belonged, a row of empty hangers where your velvet dress is thrown. There's a rectangular impression on the carpet by the bed, where your nightstand used to settle all the books you never read. It's not just that you're missing, it's the shape of what is gone, a physical reminder from the dusk until dawn. I'm a map of missing pieces, a puzzle with a hole, and I'm losing all the gravity that used to hold my soul. Now I'm living in the void space, the hollow in the air, reaching for a phantom hand that isn't even there. It's the silence in the static, it's the shadow in the light, the nothing that is everything I'm fighting every night. You didn't just leave a memory. When you walked out of the door, you left a void space right in the center of the floor. Instant and heavy, like it's forgotten how to breathe, since you took the messy laughter a vacuum, wants to pull the world inside. But I'm just standing empty, with nowhere left to hide. I could buy a dozen chairs, I could paint the ceilings gold, but you can't fight your feeling when the heart is growing when you walked out of the door. You left a void space right in the center of the floor. Void space, where the we used to be. It's a wide open wound, it's a lonesome degree, just a hole in the atmosphere, just the ghost of a year. And I'm still here. The music drops out, leaving only a faint, humming white noise that fades to nothing.